Yori Folani. Well, the news hit yesterday following a High Court judgment that has indeed said that the Federal High Court in Abuja yesterday said that the embattled chair, the position of Julius Abure was indeed correct, and the court found him, to be the actual chairman of Labour Party, and ordered the Independent National Electoral Commission, ordered them to indeed accord him all the rights, the party, all the rights and privileges of the party. As the judge said, the plaintiff has proved his case, and I hereby make an order compelling the defendants to accord the plaintiff's political party, under the leadership of Barrister Julius Abure, all the rights and privileges accorded to a political party duly registered in Nigeria. Couldn't be clearer that the court has sided with Mr. Julius Abure and has said that he indeed is the recognized chairman of the party. Well, Mr. Abure has quickly put out a statement, talking about the validation of his position. All of this is going back to the March 2024 Newe National Convention of the party that produced Mr. Julius Abure. Mr. Obi and the caretaker committee take exception to the position and have said that they indeed will be appealing. Mr. Abure, as I was saying, has said that he offers his forgiveness, and that this forgiveness should be taken in the right spirit, and people should come with repentant hearts to, just come forward and let's work together to do right for the party. So you can see that it would appear that, notwithstanding the court judgment, there still appears to be more work to be done for peace to reign totally, although we do have the position of the law now. And as I said, the news is that there have been quick responses. The presidential candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, and the caretaker committee of the party have indicated their dissatisfaction and their intention to appeal. So that's where we are now. And okay, I understand that we have Mr.
Hello?
Yes, good morning, Mr. Abayomi Arabambi, Publicity Secretary of Labour Party. Good morning to you, sir. I am Yori Folani in studio. Can you hear me? Mr. Arabambi? Hello? Hello, Mr. Arabambi, Publicity Secretary, Labour Party. I understand that you are somewhere on your way to the airport, so you are in transit. But thank you for making the effort to call into the program.
Hello?
Yes, hello, Mr. Arabambi. Abayomi Arabambi, good morning. We can hear you. Hello. Hello, we can hear you. I mean, we could hear you. How I wish you could hear us too. Mr. Abayomi Arabambi, he's the Publicity Secretary of Labour Party. And as I was just saying, the court has decided that Mr. Julius Abure.
Hello?
Hello. Hello, sir. Can you hear us? We can hear you. Hello. Okay, it's something of a one-way thing, as you can see. Clearly, I'm sure you at home can hear me. Perhaps you at home can hear Mr. Arabambi as well. But the challenge now is for Mr. Arabambi to hear me, and consequently, you guys out there. Hello, Abayomi Arabambi. Good morning to you, Publicity Secretary. I imagine he will be able to speak to us on, from the position of the naysayers to this High Court decision. But the challenge is that he can't seem to hear me in studio yet with my question. And my question really, if you can hear me, Mr. Arabambi, is that tell us the position of the party that you are the Publicity Secretary of, although everything now, by law, is under Mr. Julius Abure. Hello, can you hear us, Mr. Arabambi? Okay, So we also expect, and we're working at it. We also have Dr. Kwebanwo, who is a US-based lawyer and political affairs analyst. He's a stakeholder as well. And Mr. Arabambi is the other person that we have. And we're not sure what the technical reason is that he can't hear us. But in the meantime, if you're watching this, you can call in. We said that you can call in as well, and let's hear what you think about this situation that we have. As it is, Mr. Julius Abure has put out a statement saying that he has come with a mind of forgiveness, is his word, and that he expects people to come with a repentant, how does one put this? Also with a repentant spirit as well, having now been affirmed as the chairman of the party. So that's the position of the law right this moment, right from the moment that the judge, Justice Mwite, made the pronouncement, saying that he was of the view that based on cogent, verifiable documents, the defendant's attempt to impeach the validity of the leadership of the party fails. So, hello, good morning, Mr. George. Oh dear, is it going to be like that? Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Good morning.
Uncle, this issue of the Labour Party chairmanship, one thing that the Labour Party combatants do not seem to know is that the court relies on documentary evidence on any case before it. There have been several allegations and counter-allegations against Abure and his group, and each time they go to court, the court favors Abure. So my question is, where is the place of Peter Obi that used that party to run a presidential race? Since that came to the party has been in turmoil. If he cannot manage a small party like Labour Party, how would they have managed the whole country, Nigeria, that is so complex? I keep asking myself this question. Since President Tinubu took over government, the president is the leader of a political party that brings him to power. Have you seen any major crisis in APC that it does not resolve? When before it rears its head, it goes there, talk to the relevant parties involved, and quell it. That is the first sign to show that you can lead a large group of people. But this way, the Labour Party has been in turmoil, and the person that used it as a platform for presidential race can just do nothing. He's just standing by, either deliberately or he does not know how to do it. I'm just expecting this concern publicly because that is the way I've been seeing it. Somebody needs to put me wrong. If you cannot manage a party, how can you manage a country?
Okay. All right then.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much for calling in, Mr. George. Well, as we said, the news and the story is that Mr. Julius Abure is the chairman in the eyes of the law, because just as that caller was saying, the court depends largely on documents, and the judge had said, Justice Mwite had said that the plaintiff has proved his case, and the judge now says that I hereby make an order compelling the defendant, which is INEC, compelling the defendant to accord the plaintiff's political party under the leadership of Barrister Julius Abure. I'm quoting directly from the Punch this morning, and it's in all the other papers as well. Under the leadership of Barrister Julius Abure, all the rights and privileges accorded to a political party duly registered in Nigeria. So pretty straightforward statement. But I think. Good morning, Reverend Dominic. Thank you for calling.
I can't hear you because I'm listening from my handset, but I can't hear you clearly.
Oh, okay.
But I heard George
spoke earlier on.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Sir?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay. I said I had my friend George spoke earlier on. Well, George always comments based on his understanding of things naturally. But taking the issue of Abure to P2B is laughable. Why do I say that? I have been a chief of a political party before. When I comment, I don't comment out of anything. I've seen Nigeria before. There's no political party which is at peace. APC may look peaceful because they're in power. You have somebody who can say stop. Because of one favor or the other, you stop. No party in Nigeria that is at peace. And the peacefulness of a party is not a matter of the leadership. What we should comment as Nigerians is this. As long as our political party is not at peace, there's a discussion all day. I'm listening how to recruit our best hands to run Nigeria. It's not supposed to be a parliamentary issue. It's not a political thing. Because if you have a good political party, they will bring their best candidate that's sellable, educated, knowledgeable, and strong. Another party will bring another candidate. So it's also be selecting the best candidate. And the qualification not supposed to be a parliamentary issue. It's supposed to be when a party is good, they choose the best hands, best educated to govern a nation. And if you don't get best candidate, the other party will use it against you. So it's about political party. George is talking about personality. I'm looking at political party. Which political party in Nigeria today is healthy? None. I supported APC, and I still support APC. The last election, I was in my house and I was shouting that some people in the APC is frustrating their own candidate, Bola Tinubu. And the man in Kaduna then, agree with me that there's hands in APC, especially from Aso Rock, frustrating their own candidate. And I was saying it doesn't happen anywhere in the world. Mr. President Buhari refused to campaign for Tinubu. He chose and picked where he would go for campaign. We said, no, if you're the head of APC and you're handing over to another man in APC, you're supposed to be like the one campaigning, looking for a third time in office. Because you want to campaign to somebody. But it was not so. Buhari and their goals, heads, we are trying to play their own card. We are not confident with this because the party is not in order. There's no party in Nigeria that's at peace. And it's not about the party, it's about Nigeria. If Nigeria gets their acts right, the political party will be right. Political parties are not living in isolation of Nigeria challenges. They are living in Nigeria. So it's not about a human being managing a political party like George said. It's about our own self Nigeria. How do we behave when we have a structure? All right.
Thank you very much. I get the point, Mr. Reverend. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. In fact, I hear that we can now take Mr. Abayomi Arabambi, Publicity Secretary of Labour Party. We were having a technical difficulty then. Good morning to you, Mr. Arabambi.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for asking me.
Good morning. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. I am Yori Folari in the Lagos studio. We were expecting you to be in studio, but we'll take you any way we can. Give me your commentary, please, because the judge has pronounced that based on all the documentary evidence before him, he is, compelled by the law to recognize the position of Mr. Julius Abure. But we also know that the candidate of Labour Party in the last presidential election, has, under I think the national convention, a national body has said that they will be going to church. I mean, they will be going to court on this. Give me your commentary, please.
Well, thank you very much. First, I am disappointed in INEC that is the creation of the law and, propping up a very bland and empty argument before the Federal Court that because they did not monitor the convention, then they will not recognize Abure. Two, INEC are not empowered after making any declaration. So withdraw such a declaration, except because, and what do I mean? When INEC pronounces anybody as a winner of an election, you cannot, by your own, withdraw that certificate of return. All of us knew they have to go back to court. What we fight before the court was very simple. INEC were informed in line with Section 82, subsection 1 of the Electoral Act 2022 as amended, that political party shall notify INEC at least 21 days for convention, congresses, and meetings. Shall connote by Supreme Court ruling and our Constitution as something that is compulsory. You do not have any other alternative other than to comply yourself with it. For Section 82 sub 5 states that it is fatal for any political party if they do not comply themselves with Section 82(1), which is to notify INEC. The electoral said if you don't notify INEC, that your convention, meeting, congresses shall be rendered invalid. You can see there is no any other option than offer the court to render invalid. But INEC were duly informed. But because they were playing to the gallery, they were playing to the whist and caprice of Governor Alesoti and Peter Obi, they choose to look the other way around, and that convention went ahead. And the court, in their own opinion, states that that convention complies with electoral at all constitutional norms. And they dismisses the preliminary objection of INEC, and they upheld our own originating summons. And they are now directed never to tamper with the name of Labour Party leadership on their portal. 2, they should also be given unfettered access to all meetings that INEC is going to have at any time with the leadership of political parties. That is what the judgment says.
Well, yes, but well, this news of the appeal that will be coming from, among others in the party, the candidate of the party in the last presidential election.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
Well, you see, I think Mr. Peter Obi is trying to join the Nollywood of Nigeria. By forming his own theater group where they will now be entertaining Nigeria. The rudiment of acting. Obi has no locus as far as Labour Party leadership is concerned. 1. Alesoti has no locus as far as Labour Party leadership is concerned in our constitution. And the Supreme Court has made something extremely clear in Alimodu Sheriff versus the former governor of Kaduna, during that their crisis. The Supreme Court, by Justice of the Supreme Court, Meriodini, states that parties must obey their constitution. And if you don't obey your constitution, you cannot obey the constitution of Nigeria. Now, in our constitution, they are not members of the National Executive Committee. They are only member of the convention. That is the governor, deputy, president, and deputy produced by the party. That is all. No member of the National Assembly is a member of our convention. They are not member of our convention. And it was not our making. That was the making of the former president of NFC, Ayuba Abba. They were the ones that technically removed all the National Assembly for reasons that is very ugly here today, that they are likely to hijack the party. Because I remember Governor Mimiko telling them in Akure, when he wants to amend the constitution, that they should be included in the NEC and our convention. They say no. They will come and upon the party, and that is exactly what Peter Obi and Alesoti is doing. So for Nenedi Usman, who is a product of illegality, Nenedi Usman, as I speak today, is still a member of Labour Party Kaduna. We did not give out membership card. And yet, he's pretending over the Legal National Classical Committee. As of today, our 4 accounts have been managed also in the bank. 1 signatory is Tua Igadolo. All of you knew he supported Asua Igadolo in Benin election. He was a member of PDP. Isaiah Yesufu, who keeps saying we have an illegitimate president, is also a member of PDP. These are the people working with Peter Obi. So all of them, their matter, we only file a preliminary objection which will be sustained because they don't have any local who produced the Nenedi Usman stakeholder that is not known to our party. and I know no to Nigerian Constitution. Because Section 222 of the Constitution says, once an association is registered by the CAC and it is called a political party, one, they shall have their national officers elected. Two, they will deposit the constitution with INEC, and INEC shall be the regulatory authority. So we do not have anything called stakeholder party of Nigeria, except Mahmoud come and tell us that. We only have Labour Party and other 17 political parties. So they said they want to go to an appeal. We will meet them there. But we know at the end of the day, they are just comedians. People who are trying to entertain the television industry. They are entertaining Nigerians as a whole. We will wait for them. We have defeated them in the advance in one. We will wait for them in advance in two.
Okay, Mr. Arabambi. Let me bring on Dr. Okpebanwo, a US-based lawyer and political affairs analyst. Please stay with us. Good morning to you, Mr. Dr. Okpebanwo. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. What are you doing, sir?
Very well, thank you. Weigh in, if you will, on this whole situation. The judge says that the documentary evidence in front of him compels him to say, as he has said, that Julius Abure is indeed the rightful, chairman of the party. What do you make of it all? You've just heard the National Publicity Secretary there.
Well, I'm not going to engage him so much again. I'm not a member of the Labour Party. I want to be on record. And of course, I'm a big Peter Obi supporter, or was a big Peter Obi supporter during the election. Election is over. So I'm just an analyst now. I'm not supporting anybody. I'm just supporting Nigeria.
Okay.
But beyond all this that Mr. Arababi keeps saying, my problem with him is that I'm not seeing them doing anything to move Nigeria forward. I hear him trying to rubbish Peter Obi now, trying to say Peter Obi is a comedian. What have you done to even be a viral opposition, even after the election? All I keep hearing is politics, go to court, do all this stuff. You yourself, you have lots of allegations against you. I know about you very well. Before the election, you do nothing for our country, but you come here and then you want to disparage Peter Obi. You guys do your politics thing. I don't get involved in that. But what I'm saying, I'm very disappointed in the Labour Party, in you especially, and people who are supporting you. Okay, because you don't want a viral opposition in this country. You rather spend the 8 years of your life fighting about who is the owner of party, is not owner of party. What are you doing to hold the government accountable? And then you want to come and rubbish the only asset you have in Labour Party. Peter Obi is the only asset you guys have. You should be worshiping him in that Labour Party, because without him, you are nothing. You don't even win one electoral vote. So that's my own point. I'm not going to get involved in the politics of it. If the court has ruled, court has ruled. But you need to be careful the way you come and tear your own party apart in public, especially by disparaging your own national leader. Peter Obi has his fault, and I'm also upset with him on a certain level, but I'm not going to allow you to stay here and then try to trash the only person who gave your party credibility in this past election. Without Peter Obi, who's Labour Party? What is Labour Party? Instead of you guys focusing on that, you are busy trying to fight for who has power here, who has power there. Nigeria is waiting on you guys to present a viral opposition to the APC government. Since I've known you, sir, with all due respect, it's always one court action or the other trying to seize power. We don't see you doing anything. At least during the election, I was very active. I don't see you there. I don't see you doing anything. Everything you do is always court. And it needs to stop. Nigerians need to speak to you. I'm not a Labour Party person. I don't care. I'm not even sure I support Peter Obi at this point in time, because he too is not being a leader that should be. But don't come here and then come and be fighting about constitution. Court has ruled, I get it. But somebody who wants Nigeria to move forward, is not coming to TV and be calling your own president a theater major. No? Okay,
Dr. Banwo, let me quickly ask Mr. Arabambi, did you want to do a rejoinder to that? He's saying that it's a situation that bears analysis, but his interpretation is that you're making it personal against the flag bearer of the Labour Party in the last election. How would you respond to that, Mr. Arabambi? Mr. Arabambi, Mr. Bayomi Arabambi, Publicity Secretary of Labour Party, I fear we had the issues that we have, so you were joining us by phone. I wonder if we are still connected.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can.
You can hear me?
Yes,
okay.
I can hear you.
Now, my dear doctor, you see, there are some things a lot of you outside are seeing that most of us inside see more better than you do. In a party where you have a presidential candidate investing only in himself and not the party, he's not a leader. That's number one. Number two, Labour Party won election with Mimico. Obi was just a trader. We won election with our dear brother, the former Deputy Senate President. We have won House of Rep. We won House of Assembly. Chris Ogbonu contested in this party. We won Senate. When Obi was visiting his place in NABGA. Now, for you to not tell us that Labour Party is nothing without Obi, we will encourage you to advise him to go and form the Obedient Movement Party. And let us see whether he has any electoral value anymore. Nigeria cannot be deceived. It is not just about cost. If it is about cost, if you do not know, Alex Otti dissolved our executive in Abia State and appointed his junior brother. What manner of father that is that? Which political party does that? Is Alex Otti the one that built Labour Party for us over the years? He dissolved an ESCO and put his own junior brother. What kind of nonsense? Is that the people that want to govern Nigeria because that was said what you don't know? Are you aware? It's Igado is a member of PDP. Are you aware? Aisha Yusufu was not a member. Are you aware they were the ones that suspended over the party accounts that were open? Are you aware the name the party signed for them was not the name they used to open that account? Where is the integrity? If a party gave you a letter to go and open, let Obi that year made President Campaign Council, and you now go to that bank and open Obi 30 account, you are fraudulent. You are a lawyer. That is a corporate account. That's not a personal account.
Okay then. Okay then.
Going to fight them all.
Well,
so
Mr. Arabambi,
tell us that we are fighting Mr. Obi. He's not about our party. He's not the owner of Labour Party. He's a former president candidate. And he's not our leader in line with Article 14. The national chairman is the leader of the party. This is not PDP. Where all of you are coming from.
All right. I tell you what. Can I prevail on you? I've got to take a quick break. Okay. Welcome back. And our guests are still in place, and we thank them for it because there are a few challenges. But thank you very much, gentlemen. Dr. Kwebanwu, US-based lawyer, political affairs analyst, from which he's reaching us from the US via Zoom. And there's Mr. Abayomi Arabambi, publicity secretary, Labour Party, who is also connected with us by the phone line. Okay, Court of Appeal affirms Abure as the national chairman of Labour Party. However, in a statement put out by Senator Nanedi Usman-led National Interim Committee, has said that after meeting with the governor, after meeting with the governor and the Labour Party presidential candidate, they have decided that they need to be appealing this particular ruling. And so they have served notice that they will be doing so. And they added that this case, well, the statement added that the case actually preceded the formation of the caretaker committee. However, after being briefed, the caretaker committee decided to join the case. Consequently, we have resolved to appeal the judgment. She called on all party members to remain calm and maintain peace as we continue our reconciliation efforts. So now, Mr. I think, let me come to Mr. Arabambi there. That is a state. Do you recognize that statement? I mean, it's been put out there by the ruling of the court. You are the publicity secretary, right? So really, you should be speaking for the entire party as of this moment. Mr. Arabambi, are you there? Can you hear us?
Of course, I can hear you.
Okay. I could also hear you barely, but continue, please. Continue.
You see, they said they want to go on appeal. It is their right. If they have any locals to do so, we will meet them in the court of appeal. But the question they should ask themselves is this: stakeholder is the product of who? Alex Obi, Alex Oti, and Peter Obi, they were the ones that signed the letter of invitation. And in our constitution, only the national chairman and national secretary shall be a signatory to notices of meetings. This is where they got it wrong. But you see where they are coming from. About the still speaking, anything goes in PDP. So they are still wearing that toga of People Democratic Party, thinking we are a bunch of, Lilliputian political fund that can be overrun. And I put it to them. And I'm telling Nigeria that both Mr. Peter Obi and LSOT, they are being intelligently dishonest. They are dishonest to the constitution of Nigeria. They are dishonest to themselves. They are deceiving their followers, and they are dishonest even to the constitution of Labour Party. When you say you want to file an appeal, let Obi go and file appeal as a candidate or former candidate. And LSOT as governor, so he can go ahead. This is not Abure State Executive Council. They need to know that. And like I said before we went on break, I said in Abure State, and LSOT, that was a man who had tried over 4 times in PD and APC. They didn't give him the ticket. It was because of this kind of attitude. Labour Party gave him, they want to remove the chairman to take over the party. And he dissolved our party in Abure and appointed Emmanuel Oti. So Tinubu to go and appoint his family as minister. These are the people that have been running internet down. These are the people that have been running internet down. They are worse for what they are accusing the government. They are worse than what they are accusing the government. Okay. They are intelligently dubious and they are intellectually dishonest. That is our stand. We will meet them in their appeal court. All right. Nobody to come and tell us that we are disparaging anybody. Like I said, who are the people in charge of Labour Party? I mean, what I want to tell them before we stop. They gave them a letter in the name Labour Party President Campaign Account. But look at the name of the account. He's a lawyer. When you want to open a corporate account, you need letter of introduction. Do you have to change any name here in order for you to be clever? They say that yes, this is going to arrest all of them. So that you know where more is coming. They will arrest all of them. Even the manager that removed those names in the letter of introduction and open it for Peter Obi and LSOT because it is their bank. They will meet us in court. It is wrong. You must not be fraudulent because you want to run Nigeria. Because you want to run Nigeria, you must not be fraudulent. Why do they go and change the name? The name they wrote their account was the one they are supposed to use. But because Obi was clever, he wanted those people who will be running the account with him without the Labour Party knowing. He didn't campaign on his own name. It's Labour Party. And that's why we are saying, go away. Now, they want to retain themselves by force. They should go and form the Obedient Movement Party. And let us see where they will take Nigeria to. Okay. Well, Dr. Kpabanwo, as you said earlier, you're not a member of Labour Party and indeed are not speaking for them. But as an analyst, it does look as if, there's a fair bit more work that needs to be done before peace can be said to have returned to the party. And but that's not the way. That's not the way that Mr. Julius Abure is looking at it. He's already offered his forgiveness.
Yes, Mr. Arabambi likes to fight. He likes to talk about because for them, the party is business. The party is their business. They are not about building Nigeria. They are about who's controlling bank account, who is funding the party. Did you not listen to him yourself? Has he mentioned anything that has to do with policy here? Oh, they change account. Did you put money there, Mr. Arabambi, even in that account? That money belongs to Labour Party, please. Let me talk. Can you let me talk, sir? Let me talk. You have been talking. My point to you, sir, I've never heard you advocate any policy, anything that will move Nigeria forward. Since I've heard of you for the first time in my life about 2 years ago, it's all about suing one person to get control of one party, control of one party. Yes, you might have won election before during the time of Mimiko. Even a dead man knows that you not have even won one polling booth without Peter Obi this time around, and you dare to come in public and disparage obedience. I'm not an obedient now, but I was one and a very active one. We gave you guys credibility. In fact, the problem why Peter Obi didn't even win is that people like you were working from inside your party to disparage your own candidate because you are afraid that when Peter Obi controls that party, you will not be able to turn it to chop by chop party the way you guys are. Why should your president? Why should you speak me, sir? I'll let you speak for 10 minutes.
No, I said
why would you be even expecting? Why will you even be expecting
Mr. Abambi, you have your turn. Mr. Abambi, you have your turn. Please let him land. Please let him land.
Yeah, because when you come on air, yes. So why would you even be expecting your presidential candidate to come and be the one that is funding your party? There's a party of laziness. Your job is to go and raise the funds. It's not your presidential candidate. We were contributing money during the election to promote you and your party. You didn't even give us T-shirts. You didn't give us anything. I paid millions of naira just to be able to campaign for Peter Obi. You guys will not even allow us to properly organize your electorate. I know of you very well. I don't want us to fight on here about this. All I'm just going to say is that...
Thank you very much, Dr. Banwo. Thank you very much, Dr. Banwo.
I need to finish.
Okay. Mr. Arabambi.
Well, you know, he has technically made mention of something I didn't want to talk about. And let me educate him. The name of our agent uploaded by Aisha Yesufu and Itua Gadolo, they were the one in charge. They failed to upload 53,000 polling unit agents. They failed to upload 53,000 polling unit agents. That's number one. All agents were not paid by Aisha Yesufu and Itua Gadolo. Those are the money you people say you contributed. They did not pay agents. Now, if you have failed out of 190-something, 80-something,000, you fail to...
Obedience has to be paid. Obedience don't get paid. They are not politicians.
No, I'm coming. That account, those four accounts, were the one you people are collecting money to pay the party agent. The party was not in control. Why did you fail to pay the party agent? That's number one. Three, what happened? Why did people fail to upload 53,000 polling unit agents? We were also not the one that did it. It was Itua and Aisha Yusufu. Now, number three, are you aware Obi said he spent 800 million to lawyers? But you're a lawyer. What does the electoral act say and constitution? How do your petition must be accompanied by what? The result. Number one, statement where your witness statement and written on oath. All these things were not done. They did it after, knowing fully well they did not comply with the electoral act, and they said they are the one that won the election. You have no result. The SN that led that team attached no result to to that petition. Within that 21 days, that said all petitions can be filed. You are a lawyer. You file a petition, and you are now asking the court that, oh, I want to bring in our result. What were you doing? Do you know why they didn't give them that result? Because you didn't pay them. You say, oh, obedient are not paid. Then ask Peter Obi, who asked them to be signatories of that account. That account was used as a conduit pipe. Number four, Obi didn't give one bicycle to Labour Party. And you want to run for president. There is no vehicle bearing the description of Labour Party president.
Mr. Arabambi. Mr. Arabambi.
Nothing was done, but today, Obi has become an emergency donor, donating 120 million. He did not donate
Mr.
1 million to Labour Party.
Let me chip in something here, Mr. Arabambi. Anybody listening to this today for the first time, just tuning into Nigeria and its politics, it's like he would be incredulous when we say that Mr. Arabambi is a member, indeed the publicity secretary of a Labour Party. There's a lot that has been said that you probably will understand, that when the party doesn't see as very friendly to the party. Do you have an axe to grind with Peter Obi and co, as opposed to...
Why did they want to remove Abure? No, why did they want to remove Abure? Is it because of Nigeria or their personal self?
Okay.
That's why we are annoyed with them.
Okay.
They were the ones that went to INEC.
So this has become a matter of personalities then?
No, why did they want to remove Abure? They have nothing to offer the Labour Party. Let me just tell you. I said, the
presidential candidate in the last election has nothing to offer the party or Nigeria. Is that what you just said?
He has nothing. It is all about fraudulent activities. Obi has nothing to offer. Obi that is donating money now did not intend to win that election.
But you're a member of the Labour Party. You're a member of Peter Obi's party. Sorry, sir. You are a member of Peter Obi's party.
No, I'm not a member of Peter Obi's party. No, I'm not a member of Peter Obi's party. I'm a member of Labour Party. I'm a member of Peter Obi's party.
Okay. What I meant was that you and Peter Obi belong to the same party, Labour Party of Nigeria.
Yes, but he's our former president candidate, and we wish him well in that decision. But he cannot control that party.
Okay.
He cannot. We will not give him that structure. Yes,
okay.
He wants to use our structure to destabilize Nigeria. We are not going to allow that. We are not going to allow that.
Well, I want to thank you very much, Mr. Bayomi Arabambi. Dr. Okwebanwo, you've heard it. I guess the least that one can say about this is that there's going to need to be a lot more work done internally for peace to reign in the party. Now, it's very interesting that you are not, you said that you are not a member of Labour Party, so you're not necessarily speaking for Labour Party, you're speaking as an analyst. It's from that perspective that I'm sort of asking you that there really is a K-leg within Labour Party.
100% there is a K-leg. For the few months I interacted with them, I see that party as not organized, not ready for progress, not ready to win. And I say this with all sense of responsibility. Let me just talk for a minute because you keep cutting me off. My point here is that every time I've made one point. Number one, every time you hear of Mr. Arabambi, it's about fighting for control of bank account or whatever. What is his problem with all of that? We never see him one day issue a policy statement.
My problem is that you people are fraudulent with that account. You are using that account for fraud. You are using that account for fraud.
I'm not a politician that you are going to
just cut off me here.
Yes, hold on a second. Hold on, sir.
Mr. Arabambi, let him.
It's not the person.
Mr. Arabambi, please, one after the other. Thank you very much, Mr. Arabambi.
It's not. Can I please have at least 2 minutes if you want to just have Mr.
In fact, we don't even have the 2 minutes. But Dr. Bamu, please go ahead. Take another 30 seconds, please. After which I'll go back to Dr. Arabambi for another 30 seconds and then have to wrap it up.
This is a party of people by people like Arabambi whose primary objective is who's controlling the pulse, not about who's moving Nigeria forward. This same Mr. Arabambi was part of the people who refused to upload their own party candidates to be able to contest election. I know for a fact in Ogun State, for instance, that I know because I was very involved. They were too busy on trying to say who should not run, rather than trying to go run a winning campaign. It's at it again. We know you are an agent that has been...
okay, Dr. Okwebanwo, thank you very much. Sorry, Dr. Okwebanwo. I really must go back to Mr. Arabambi now. Mr. Arabambi, 30 seconds. 30 seconds, and we've got to wrap it up.
They'll win next year.
Mr. Arabambi, are you still with us?